So here's a brief introduction to Git from the command line in Wakanda. This is useful if you are learning Wakanda and frequently need to rewind back to a previous state and recover different versions of your application. And this is the one way you can do it. The built-in Git client does not offer these features, so I'm going to go through it for you quickly. I'll create a new solution. I will create a Git repository, mostly so I can get the Git ignore file. I'll just make it on the desktop called test, and you'll see that I have a folder has appeared here with test. Now I have invisible files showing on my operating system, so you can see it's created a Git folder and a Git ignore. I can go ahead and get rid of this Git folder. I'll just throw it in the trash, and you'll see how to make a new one of those soon. So what I would say is that you may want to keep this file around. All this file is a list of files within your solution structure, your project structure that you do not want to track with Git, such as your data files and different preferences, etc. So that file you might keep on your somewhere handy that you can just drop into any new projects, and then you wouldn't have to throw out your Git folder. So we've got our solution here, and we're just going to go ahead and work with it in Wakanda. But the first thing we can do, I'll leave you to the Git website for installation instructions. The website is just gitscm.com, I believe. And right here you will have a lot of instructions how to install and work with it in a console on your platform. If you follow their installation instructions, you'll also have a proper console on Windows. So to initialize, first I'll go to my desktop, and I'm just going to navigate into my folder. So I'm into the test folder. When I list it, you can see that there is my solution. So to initialize a new Git, and keep an eye right up here in the list, I'll just do Git Init. So that's initializing a new Git repository. You can see the folder was created and we're ready to go. So to add all of our files, we're going to be doing local commits here. I'm not going to go beyond that. We just go git add period, and that adds all of the changed files to our staging area, it's called, so that we can add it to the repository. And the second step is git commit, and we'll do -m, which is for a message, and we'll just call this initial commit. And you'll see that it's important to put a relevant note at each stage here. So we'll make an initial commit. So this has made a commit on our local machine. Don't get this confused with GitHub. This is all local, and it's just local code management here. So we've done our first commit. Now let's make a couple changes here. We'll just go into our index page, so it's something visual. I'll add a button, and I'll add a slider. And when I save that, I can go here. I'll do a clear so we can see better. If I do git status, this is another command you'll want to know. You can see that it shows that we've got three new files and a modified file. So when you first create an index page, it will add these files automatically. So you can see that we have some activity here. So we can do the same steps: git add period for add all, git commit, m, added button and slider. So now we've done a commit with that. Something I'll show you is Git Log. And what Git Log does is it shows you a list of each commit that you've made. So you can see we've made two commits here. One with the SHA starting with CD8, and then one with 4537. And we'll utilize this in a moment. I'll show you a couple shortcuts. So so that's step one. Let's do another step here where we'll give this a title. So that's our button. We'll resize it a bit. So we've made a change. If we do another save, I'll clear. And if we do git status again, you can see that we've got two modified files, the index and the CSS. We can go like this for a shortcut: git commit flag AM for commit, add all files, and add a message, added title to button. And that's done a commit right there. So if we do Git Log, we now have 3 commits. So let's say that I ran into a problem and I need to get back to this second commit where we just added the button and slider, but the title was not there yet. I can, in Windows, I don't think you can copy and paste, but if you grab a portion of this ID and copy it, we can go git reset hard and just paste in the front of that SHA, and what happens is it rewinds us back to that state. So we'll go yes to all, and you can see that it's gone back to the state exactly. This entire folder that's being versioned here is now back at that state. So if we go git log, you can see that we are back at that state. Now if I had kept, actually I think I can still see it, if we go back to where we added the title, we can grab this one. So you can move backwards and forwards provided you keep these IDs handy. Is I can do the exact same thing, git reset hard, paste in that. Again, it asks us the files have changed. You want to reload them? Yes, we do. And we're back at that state. So you can see here we can go many steps backwards, many